"I'm a damaged man reassembling the piece," says country singer Jelly Roll of incarceration, addiction, and redemption. Whenever Jelly Roll returns from a tour, he becomes depressed. He couldn't figure out why for a long time. The rapper turned country singer dismissed it as an adrenaline crash, his body returning to normal after a period of tremendous highs. However, he recently made a breakthrough with his therapist. "Tour is about the only time in my life that I've ever felt valuable," he says over Zoom from his home in Nashville, Tennessee. "I felt like I brought no value to any situation, that I've only taken away," said this huge man, who spent years of his youth in prison. "That I take up too much space. When he performs he feels as though he's giving something back. Now I'm learning to find value when I'm not on stage, because that's the real test." Today, Jelly Roll, his stage name, also that of a dessert, was given to him by his mother on account of him being a pudgy kid, is feeling good and in demand. After 8 hours of media commitments, he'll fly to San Antonio to perform before flying to California for another show. "That'll be my day, yes sir. It's a great time to be alive, baby. You can see why." Earlier this month, Jelly Roll, real name Jason DeFord, won the Country Music Award for Best New Artist, and was nominated in 4 other categories. It was the peak of an already successful year on the awards trail. He had already bagged 3 CMT Music Awards. Then, 2 days later, he was nominated for 2 Grammys, including in the prestigious category of Best New Artist. Age 38 and after more than a dozen albums across different genres, he's only now finding mainstream recognition. "There's something that's kind of brokenly beautiful about this almost 40-year-old man making his way, you know," he says. "I'm the real Cinderella man." You can split DeFord's career neatly in 2 at the release of his 2020 single Save Me. Before, the rapper who spent 15 years handing out mixtapes, self-promoting albums, taking any gig that paid. After, the bona fide tattooed, gold-toothed country star, who is now the new face of the genre, according to one recent interview. As he puts it, the man changed and the music followed it. In both stages of his career, though, DeFord has always spoken candidly about his struggles and his need for redemption. He has suffered from drug addiction, been diagnosed with severe depression, has low self-esteem, and is plagued with insecurity. For a long time he had imposter syndrome, since replaced by fears of ephemeral success. In his own words, he's been a loser, a stealer, a lost cause whose past still haunts him. His most recent album, Whitsitt Chapel, is a raw, aching distillation of all this hopelessness and torment. "I see myself as a broken man that's trying to put the pieces of the puzzle back together," he says. "I looked at the whole experience as a cry for help, and it was heard." The music represents so many people that haven't felt heard. DeFord's ascension is the latest to suggest country music is broadening. But while the genre may be diversifying in terms of its sound and the artists themselves, in other areas it's hardening. In a recent La Times interview, Maren Morris said that she had to step back from the genre owing to what she perceives as endemic industry racism and misogyny.